Hello, collective. It's Vilest, Aspire to the Self, with another timeless collective tarot reading. If this is your first time here, welcome. It's good to see a new face. If you are a returning member, subscriber, or viewer, it's good to see you again. You are my lovely soul tribe of beautiful and magnificent divine feminines and masculines. I do astrological energy forecasts as well as daily motivational shorts of messages from your higher self. I am also the published author, V. Ulrich, with the titles The Princess and Her Inner Voice, as well as The Dark High Priestess and the Prophecy of the Queen of the Unseen. Both are modernized fairy tales that are written in between a Dr. Seuss meets grim fairy tale lore conveyance, okay? And they're all about healing your inner child as well as to teach you something, so such as like following your inner voice, or how to overcome spiritual warfare, how to heal from narcissistic abuse, things of that nature. You can find both of these books on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart, just to name a few. As well as for The Princess and Her Inner Voice, there's a second edition available. Therefore, the first edition is no longer in print. The first edition can be found on the author's website, which is www.aspiraltotheself.com. If I spoke too quickly for you, the link will be in the description box, the comment section, as well as at the very end of the video. There will be a brief little snippet with illustrations from the Dark High Priestess and the Prophecy of the Queen of the Unseen, as well as some messages and where to purchase if you are so interested. Okay. So again, welcome. Please note that my readings are timeless as well as they are for the collective. So these are general readings, okay? But if they're showing up to you on your timeline via the YouTube algorithm, maybe there's something in the title that resonates with you, okay? It could provide you with clarity from something that happened in the past, provide you with advice of something that's going on in the present, or something that will happen in the future, okay? So I do ask that you please take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Because not every message will be meant for you. And if it's not meant for you, it will be meant for another, okay? And if I mention he, she, or they, okay, know that those are energies of the cards. They do not necessarily denote gender, okay? Because every person has both masculine and feminine within them. So again, please take what resonates. I am not a tarot reader. I am a seer. Therefore, I read the energy of the cards. The cards are a physical and visual representation of the intuitive downloads I receive. Okay? So again, please take what resonates. Okay, so let's start off with a prayer. I call upon Banja, Great Goddess Morgan, the Trinity Three, Lu, my ancestors, archangels, Morgan, and the seen and unseen. Please protect me, the viewers, this video and channel as I deliver this divinely guided message. Please only allow high vibrational, goddess, and positive like energies to flow through. Please allow me to see what you want the collective to know. That any curses, hexes, evil eye, let they be dissolved, transmuted, and intervened with by the All High. The sender's mask will be forcefully ripped off and they'll be unable to hide. All their lies, deceit, and ill intentions will become exposed and publicly known. Okay, guys, so a download I received was it's almost like a bunch of children, okay? It was a bunch of children taking a leap of faith together towards something better. However, it was unfamiliar territory for them because they were trying to bypass obstacles on this path as well, or obstacles that they think that they have, because a lot of things that are in our life that we view as obstacles are actually self-limiting beliefs, okay? Self-limiting perspectives, okay? And we don't actually fully see the full picture. We only see what we are programmed to see, okay? And programming goes into your environment. It goes into your upbringing. It goes into your current environment, like the people that are around you, people whose opinions and advice that you believe, and it puts you in this self-imposed cage, okay? So there's these children that were trying to bypass obstacles that they thought that they have. However, there were these parents that were on the sideline, and there was one parent in particular that was sitting there like almost spreading rumors or, gossiping, or just trying to just be very, very negative, like saying that this kid wasn't worthy of a new beginning because they came from this person or parent, or they were this type of child. Okay. However, this didn't stop the children, especially from taking a much needed rest vacation somewhere where there's lots of water. Water is very cleansing. Water is also very purifying. Okay. So something about a restful vacation near water is significant to someone. However, even though, like I said, you had these naysayers, you had these negative parents in the background that were trying to say so-and-so, this kid didn't deserve a new beginning or a new life because they came from this parent. Maybe this parent was a POS or was very toxic, or, wasn't a good member of society, or this kid had some kind of dark past. But then again, kids can't really be at fault for what happens to them in childhood because ultimately they are their environment, like they are who makes them up. So if they grew up with parents or caregivers that didn't really pour into them, or they poured into them only negativity, or the filling them with the I can'ts, the you can't do this, you can't do that, or trying to crush their soul or dreams, you can't blame the kid for that. Okay? So it didn't stop whoever these children were, like hearing this negativity about them. However, when they took this leap of faith, it attracted to them like mentors, caregivers that would guide them on their journey, that were wholesome and good people. So again, attracting their high vibrational soul tribe. Okay, so when they took this leap of faith, it attracted a more high vibrational soul tribe to them that would be more in alignment with their soul purpose and their soul mission. Okay, so what I'm getting from this, when it comes to children, I think it was a bunch of people that have healed their inner childhood wounds, and they were taking a leap of faith on their soul purpose, and they had people in the background. So people maybe they don't have anything to do with anymore, people they cut off, or, just people who didn't like that they were bettering in themselves, and they just wanted to hold the collective back. Okay, but just being very negative about their ascension, being negative about their growth, trying to spread rumors that they didn't deserve this, they weren't worthy of this new beginning that they were being given by the divine, okay? Or, they weren't worthy of the healing or what have you, okay? But it didn't stop these people from taking this leap of faith towards whatever it is in their soul purpose. And in doing so, and then you got water, like I said, maybe they cleansed themselves in some way. Maybe they, like I said, water is very, very healing. So maybe they healed themselves a lot, or you're being called to rest. So that way you can heal your inner childhood wounds. Okay, but ultimately the end result is that you would attract a high vibrational soul tribe that's in more alignment with you. Okay, so let's pull some cards on this. Spirit, what do we need to know about these kids taking a leap of faith? Chakra cleanse. Okay, that makes sense with the water and the rest. What else does the collective need to know? Family. Okay. Spirit, what else? Okay, that's way too many, Spirit. Way too many. What else does the collective need to know about taking a leap of faith despite... Okay. Okay. We have ritual bath and ancestral intervention. Okay, guys. What I'm getting here is that you guys have taken a leap of faith. You've healed yourself. You've healed whatever kind of inner childhood wound you have, whatever was holding you back. Okay, because family here is very significant. Okay, and the water, the rest would be that you need to cleanse your chakras, or you already have, and you did a ritual bath. Okay, because something that your family has done required your ancestors to intervene. okay? And for there to be like a chakra cleanse and a ritual bath, that means a lot of negative energy. So it looks like in the download that there may be some people in your family or some people that your family knows or that your toxic family members were going out to the public saying that you weren't worthy of this new beginning. You weren't worthy of this because you came from them. You know, you came from this parent who maybe was not good for you, okay? Who did everything to sabotage you, okay? Well, your ancestors have intervened to make sure that you can have this new beginning despite what anyone says, what anyone does. Okay, so let's pull some more. Spirit, clarify taking a leap of faith. Okay. So the first card that comes up is loss. The loving man. And the honoring path. Okay, so it looks like maybe your family has said that you were unworthy of a proposal of some kind or like a high vibrational commitment from someone, you know, like a true divine counterpart. Your family thought that you were not worthy of this leap of faith here, or the fact that you were on the honoring path, like meaning that you were in the public eye, you're being applauded, people are handing you your flowers, you're being celebrated. Okay. I mean, they wanted you to lose it. So maybe your family has done something to make you lose this opportunity. So you see this guy here who is like holding a string and the boat's left. Or this could also mean that, like I said, you've cut these people off. They're very toxic. They don't want you to have love. They don't want you to have any kind of recognition out there, okay? So they're watching you, this boat, sail away on the horizon, taking this leap of faith, you know, to this new beginning. You got water here, which is very significant in the download. Someone who, you know, is cleansing. They're looking at you as a prize that's left them, okay? Now, keep in mind, they were just saying that you weren't worthy of this. You weren't worthy of this new beginning that you were getting, okay? But they've also done something in the background for you not to get it because they wanted you to be in this. They wanted you to lose it, but you didn't. And you took a leap of faith, and your ancestors intervened to make sure that despite what they did, you would have this high vibrational person, this divine counterpart, and that you would get your flowers, that you would be on the path of honoring, that you are a wholesome person. You are you're a wholesome, loving person, and you're being applauded for it. Let's see what else. Spirit, clarify the collective taking a leap of faith and their family holding them back. Okay, this card wants to come out. You got Ace of Bows, Spark of Life. So that's you, Spark of Life, with this leap of faith. Spirit, what else does the collective need to know about this leap of faith that the ancestors had to intervene on? Must be too many. Okay, so we got Page of Arrows, Wren. Okay, so far, collective, like I said, your family has lost you, and they know despite what they've done, they've just lost probably one of the most worthy in their family. And the ancestors intervened to make sure you'd have your divine counterpart. That you are on the honoring path. You're in the public eye. Like maybe you're going to be famous, like I said, but you're going to be publicly recognized for all that you've done, despite what these people tried to do to say that you weren't worthy. Now you're having the spark of life. You're having a new life, okay? You've got that fire in you again. You've got like renewed vitality. And you got Page of Arrows, so you're being led. Like I said, you got this like youthful energy returned to you, so that way you can go about your path and with fresh eyes. So let's clarify these cards. Spirit, clarify loss. Clarify loss. Okay, these cards want to come out. Okay, so we have loss here, but then you have Knight of Wands, which is like like a promiscuous person, a player. This is someone who acts very rashly, that's very passionate, but isn't very committed, okay? But then you got new perspective. So you lost whatever flighty, rebellious, quick actioned personality of yourself. You've lost that. That's not who you are. You've gained a new perspective, okay? You went through some kind of spiritual development, and your family's realizing that this energy that they try to put you in, like maybe they wanted you to be in third-party situations. They wanted you not to be in a committed relationship. They wanted you to feel like you weren't safe in love, okay? But you got a new perspective. You surrendered to the divine. You have a spirit. You went through like a spiritual development, like ascension, and they're watching this loss. Like with this rope here, it means you're no longer bound to them, and they know that. So whatever this energy that they were trying to put you in, one that's very flighty, non-committal, just sleeps around, you're not there anymore. You surrendered. You went through an awakening. Clarify, loving man. Because you saw what you needed to do. You had the downloads. You had the visions. Your ancestors provided you with those dreams to take this leap of faith on this divine counterpart. And you are going to have stability, long-term success, and a strong foundation. Your 10 of Pentacles means wealth, okay? This is generational wealth. You knew that this person would be someone that you could invest in long-term. So you cast away probably any other person that you were dealing with for this person, because you knew that this person was the one for you. You knew this was your divine counterpart. And your family is like devastated because they see that they've lost you. You're no longer bound to whatever, non-committal thing they were trying to get you in. Clarify, honoring path. Clarify, honoring path. Yeah, because you are in this 9 of Pentacle energy. You are being publicly recognized. You're abundant, you're self-sufficient, you're independent, okay, you're secure, okay, that you can make your own money. You don't need this person's money, but you are able to make your own, okay? You're in the honoring path. Like you are a very wholesome person, and you are being recognized. You're receiving your flowers. Whatever you've done, you're being received by the public. Like the public knows how awesome you are. The public can see how wholesome you are, that you're very elegant, you're very luxurious, okay? You are the privileged lady, okay? And you're being rewarded for your efforts. You're in this 9 of Pentacle energy. Clarify, Ace of Bows, Spark of Life. That you followed your intuition, okay? You saw through any kind of illusion, because the moon here would be like an illusion, some deception, okay? You saw through it. You followed your intuition. You stated your boundaries, because you're in that Queen of Swords energy, which is you're very clear on your boundaries. You cut off anybody who disrespects you or try to hold you back, okay? Hence the leap of faith. You cut off anyone and everyone who tried to hold you back, okay, that try to put you down. You're very honest about your needs. You're very open with your communication, okay? And you were judging these people. Like you're like, hey, so-and-so doesn't seem to add anything to this relationship. They just seem to just put me down, or they don't care about my growth, or they don't want me to succeed. You saw that, okay? And then you cut these people off. You were very clear. You've upheld your boundaries, and you abandoned them. You walked away, okay? You broke up with this relationship because you had the 8 of Cups here. You moved on. Like, so this is your family. So this is a toxic family that you moved on from. You saw it, and you're like, you know what? You don't respect me. You don't care about my dreams. You don't care about me as a person. That you're saying that I'm unworthy of love and I'm unworthy of having any kind of success or stability, and you're doing everything in your power to sabotage it, you're gone. And that's what you did. You cut them off and you abandoned. You walked away towards your happiness, and it was the best thing for you because you went towards your divine counterpart and stability, like strong foundations. You went towards the honoring path. You went towards your Nine of Pentacles being independent and self-sufficient, because maybe this family that you left was very codependent. They're very toxic, okay? They could even be narcissistic. They didn't want you to be in a good, fulfilling relationship. They wanted you to be with like a bunch of different partners. They wanted you to look some type of way. They definitely wanted you to look some type of way. They wanted you to look like you weren't a credible person. They wanted you to look like you're just this promiscuous person out here sleeping with everybody, having a very like fast kind of lifestyle, I guess is what I would say, to be correct on YouTube here. But like you're like, they wanted you to look in not a good way. They wanted to tell people that you were a druggie, that you were doing this, you were doing that you couldn't have any kind of relationship, any kind of successful relationship, that you had problems with money, that you weren't a strong person, or hey, you weren't worthy of this honoring path because you did such and such and such in the past, okay? But again, these people were doing things in the background to make it that way. Like you have ancestral intervention here, which means your toxic family was sabotaging your relationships. They wanted you to be on drugs or to drink or to do something that self-sabotaged you, okay, in some way. Like they've been doing things like with witchcraft, slandering your name, to the public. Like I said, you had this parent that was telling everybody how unworthy you were, how you didn't deserve this. And they did everything in their power to make it look that way, okay? Like they did everything in their power. Like they're trying to manipulate things in the background so that way you felt that way. That you felt like you were unworthy of love. That you felt like you were scared to be out in the world. That, the world was a terrible place. They knew that you would shine. They knew that you would be independent and that you would shine. And they didn't want that at all. And they did anything and everything they could to take that from you taking any kind of leap of faith. And when you did, you recognized this illusion, whatever illusion they were placing on you with witchcraft, whatever kind of word magic they were doing to give you an anxiety and fear. Okay, maybe there was mental magic there to have you self-sabotage. Like I said, they definitely did things to your relationships. Like they definitely were doing something to make all your relationships not work or to attract the wrong kind of people to you. Okay, but you saw through that and then you cut them off. Like you cut off anybody who disrespected you or whoever you saw was part of this illusion, this deception, and you walked away because you wanted a second chance on life. You wanted a new beginning. You wanted happiness. You wanted peace, and you're getting it. And you're getting it because you took that leap of faith. Clarify Page of Arrows, Ren. Clarify Page of Arrows, Ren. Okay, so the first set of cards is this. They wanted you in this youthful energy. They wanted you to not have any direction, because a page would be someone who's very youthful, who maybe doesn't have a good direction. They wanted you to give and receive, like share your money with any kind of person offering you a romantic offer. Because then again, like I said, they wanted you to feel loss in your romantic life. They wanted you to be in this Knight of Wands energy, which is very promiscuous, someone who sleeps around. But they wanted you to constantly be giving. They wanted you to be sharing your body with anyone and whoever, okay? Anyone who promised you anything, anyone who came up to you, they wanted you to just give your heart to everyone, and they did this by way of magic, okay? Because you got the Magician here. They were trying to attract any and every person for you to give to, okay, so that way it would completely deplete you, so you wouldn't be able to be on this path. And it was ultimately just to ruin your reputation. It was to ruin your credibility, to say that you weren't worthy of this honoring path, this 10 of Pentacles, some strong foundation, long-term success with this divine counterpart. They were trying to make it seem like you were just this, nefarious person out here making bad decisions, and they wanted you to share with any and every person that came your way, okay? But they did it by witchcraft. They were trying to make it to where, like, every person that came your way, you would give your heart to, and nothing would ever happen with it, that you would be hurt, okay? That you would be in this wounded warrior energy, okay? That you would, you know, you'd feel like you got your heart broken all the time, that you'd feel like, man, like, is it even worth being with anybody? Because you got sacral chakra here, which would be your self-esteem, your creativity, your sexuality, okay? They wanted you to keep giving in these relationships and attracting to people who would hurt you, to put you in this wounded warrior energy, okay? And that you would have to keep finding the confidence to move forward, okay? Because you're like, man, it's not worth it. But then the rest of the cards that came out is that you would lose hope. You wouldn't have any kind of positivity, and you would experience you would isolate yourself. You would experience some kind of financial loss. So we have loss here twice, okay? This family of yours wanted you to feel loss on every kind of level. They wanted you to feel financially like they wanted you to be poor, and they wanted you to be unloved. But know that justice is here. Justice in the 3D and justice in the 5D for everything they did to your sacral chakra to affect your self-worth, your pleasure, your sexuality, and your creativity, to try to bind you to something. Let me cover this up. They try to bind you to something. Like I said, there's a lot of witchcraft here because you got the Magician and you have the Devil, which means there was a lot of witchcraft at play here to mess with your relationships, to make you lose hope that anybody good was out there, that you would just be in all these toxic relationships where you're giving to all these people and you would get nothing in return. And they did that so they could ruin your credibility, ruin your reputation, and possibly siphon your energy because you got sacral chakra here. Because they wanted you to be poor. They wanted you to be unloved, poor, and isolated. They wanted you to be not seen, not heard. They wanted everything to... They wanted you to feel so unworthy. And I'm sorry for that for you, you know. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of wealth. You are worthy of having a stable foundation, no matter who you come from, no matter the POS that bore you. Okay, you don't get to choose your family. You don't get to choose that at all. And that's what this book is about. You don't get to choose your family at all. You don't get to choose the generational curses that you have to break. You don't get to choose. But you get to make a decision if you stay in it or if you rise above, okay? And that's what you did. You chose to rise above. You chose to pick yourself. You chose to take this leap of faith, to leave these toxic people behind that you knew were sabotaging your finances, your stability, your home life, your relationships. These people were really, really sabotaging you on every level, and you knew it. And you followed your intuition and you cut them off. And I'm really proud of you for that, because that's the best thing you could have done. Like, you took this leap of faith and you went about healing. If you haven't done a ritual bath, I really encourage you to do so. Okay, I sell them on my website. But it says that you definitely need to cleanse your chakras because you have here, there's a lot of witchcraft at play. Like, we're talking mental magic. We're talking doing things to your sacral chakra. Like I said, sexuality's here, and then you have the Knight of Wands. So they wanted you to be all in your root chakra, okay? They wanted you to, they tried to do root work and sacral work on you, okay? Root work would be they wanted you to completely self-sabotage your foundations by giving to any and every person that came your way. Like, they wanted you to share your body, share your finances with every person that came your way for you to be in this promiscuous energy, okay? And they attracted to you every kind of toxic person. So it would take away your self-worth. So it would make you maybe have a disease of some kind. It would ruin you in every kind of way. Because that's what they wanted. They wanted you to be ruined. They wanted you to feel like it wasn't safe to love anybody. That everybody was going to be like the people they attracted to you. But that's not the case. But no, justice is here. Okay. Justice is here in the 3D and 5D. Spirit, tell us what we need to know. Give me the tea on this family. Ew, gross. Sex, magic, and spiritual rape. So this means, like I said, oh, we got more cards here. Whoever in your family, they were doing sex magic on you to make you stuck, to make you bound to your root chakra, to make you feel like it wasn't safe to love anyone, to make you to make you like literally have intercourse, to take away your self-respect and self-worth in every possible way. And then you got spiritual rape here, which means somebody was siphoning your sacral chakra energy by way of magic, okay? Because you have the devil here, you have the magician, and you have sacral chakra, okay? Which means spiritual rape means somebody was using sex magic. So think that they're pleasuring themselves thinking of you, lighting candles, calling upon entities of some sort. And they're trying to tap into your sacral chakra to take essentially your life force, your creativity, anything. Okay? And they're taking it without your consent. It's spiritual rape. And whatever happens in the 5D, every being sees. So your own family did this to you. That's why it's important to cleanse your chakras and take a ritual bath if you haven't already. Your own family was doing sex magic on you. They violated your boundaries. They violated your body. They violated your aura. And your ancestors are intervening because of that. You're backed by a spiritual army. Your ancestors are definitely here heavy. Your ancestors are putting respect on your name for what these people, these terrible, terrible people have done to you. You are having this new beginning, whether they like it or not. There's nothing that can be done. They're going to get jail time for this. There's receipts of what these people did to you and how they violated you and how they went out there and slandered your name, tried to run your name through the muck, did everything in the background to self-sabotage you. They did this. And if you need some healing, this is how you heal. Know that all your bad decisions was because somebody was literally doing the most to get you to make those bad decisions. We're talking mental magic. You're talking spiritual rape. They were doing any and every kind of magic so you would fall flat on your face, that they could run you through the muck, the mud, your name, everything, so that way you wouldn't make it to your divine counterpart and that you wouldn't make it to your honoring path. They wanted to humiliate you in every way, and there's receipts on this, and they're going to get jail time. They're hopeful that they can manifest change. They're not. Your divine gateway chakra is definitely heightened at this time. You went through a spiritual enlightenment. Your twin flame soulmate energy is protecting you. Your divine counterpart. It's time to move and take action. So cleanse yourself, do a ritual bath, cleanse your chakras. Definitely have clear boundaries and definitely uphold your boundaries. We're talking like protect your aura, protect your energy at all costs. Like I said, these people they violated you on so many ways. That you have occult knowledge, but also these people use occult knowledge to violate you. You're a demon slayer. Anything they sent your way, you slayed that shit. Good job. You cannot be canceled or removed. They sacrificed an animal in this witchcraft that they were doing against you to siphon your energy. You're getting messages from the departed, so your ancestors, you're getting lots of spirit messages. Your ancestors are calling you home. This is a fated event. So it's fated that you would walk away from these people. It was fated that they elevated you in every way. Okay? But essentially, this is a fated event that you would also take them all down. Everyone who hurt you, know that they didn't just hurt you, they hurt others. But you, specifically you, is what's going to take them down. They made a big mistake coming for you. A big mistake. And they're not going to be able to get out of this because the ancestors are putting respect on that name. And you are backed by a spiritual army. And everyone and every being saw what they did to you in the 5D, and they're going to pay for it. I have no pity for people like this. Oh, okay, come out. It's time to stretch yourself. It's time to move past your comfort zone and into the unknown. Okay, 777 is the angel number for luck. Life force energy. It's time to engage in activities that rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul. Okay? Like I say, protect your energy and to remove anyone who drains you of energy. What blessing should the collective be aware of that they should show gratitude for? What blessing should the collective be aware of that they should show gratitude for? A blessing on a homecoming, what I say, 444 means you're surrounded by angels, but also means that you are going to attract a high vibrational soul tribe now that you've taken this leap of faith away from these terrible people. A blessing for healing of injury or illness, that you're going to have healing. Your inner child's going to heal. You need to cleanse your chakras, take your ritual bath, but you're going to heal from all these wounds and all these violations that your family did to you. Goddess, what does Goddess want us to know? What does the Goddess want us to know? The reunion, you're going to be attracting, you're going to recognize souls. Like, you're not going to have to do anything. You're going to know who these high vibrational soul tribe people are. You're going to find your family, the real family, not the one you were born to, your real one. You're going to have the partnership, like say your twin flame, your soulmate, you're going to recognize them, okay? And you're going to have great collaborations with people who are in alignment with you. That you are lineage of the rose, you're moved by the Goddess, okay? You're here for this. You guys are going to return to each other, your high vibrational soul tribe, okay? That you need to keep going. You're being reborn. It's about to happen. Whatever it is you took a leap of faith on, there's lots of potential in this. That you are going to have the sacred masculine. Like I said, you're going to have your divine counterpart. You're going to have honor, protection, and support. Maybe even fertility in this. That you need to be gentle and forgiving with yourself, okay? And your innocence. Know that people did everything they could to take away your innocence from you. They violated you on almost every level. So forgive yourself for things that you've done in the past. Know that it wasn't just you. That mostly it was somebody in the background messing with your mind, doing witchcraft on you to attract all these terrible people to you. It's like your picker's not wrong in relationships. It's literally you had essentially a curse put on you by your family that would put you in really toxic relationships in hopes that it would take your life, take your self-worth, and take away any kind of foundation stability you had. So be gentle with yourself. But you are held, okay? You are supported by the community, by your ancestors, by the spiritual army. They are protecting you, and you have support. You need to heal your childhood trauma, okay? Heal your childhood trauma. Like I said, it was your family who did this to you, but you need it. It's not fair that it happened to you, but you are responsible for healing it. Give an offering to your ancestors and to the divine for all the work that they're doing for you. And your family did things during the fall equinox. So that would be September 20th to the 22nd. That's when this witchcraft was going on. But no, that's just the most recent. They've been doing this your whole life. Okay? And they're going to go to jail for it. So again, I'm really sorry that you went through this. I can definitely empathize, and I just know that you're going to have the help that you need. And these books that I have were written to help people heal their inner child. That's why they're fairy tales, because the illustrations in them appeal to your inner child, but also heals it at the same time. Say this one's about healing from narcissistic abuse, and this one's about listening to your intuition so you can heal from any kind of toxic relationships. Like if you've had to go through rape or domestic violence or anything like that, that's what this book's about. And how to find your intuition, how to find your inner voice after going through all that. But then this one's about overcoming the spiritual warfare and severe narcissistic abuse. Okay, so if you need help, these are good resources, and that's what they were written for. It was to help others heal themselves and to help heal their inner child from wounds that they didn't create, but are ultimately responsible for healing, okay? And know that hope exists and the happy ending is out there. You just have to believe it does, and you have to believe that you are worthy of it. Because these people did everything they could to make you feel like you were unworthy of everything. But you're very worthy, okay? So I hope this helps. Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for a brief little snippet of the Dark High Priestess and the prophecy of the Queen of the Unseen. Bye.